Alright, hello and welcome to the Rusty Misfits Racing League, all the dirt rookie mini stocks. We are here for race number 1 tonight at Eldora Motor Speedway, the infamous half-mile dirt track here. You know much about NASCAR racing, you'll know that a very big name in NASCAR owns this track, Mr. Smoke himself, Tony Stewart. And this track puts out some of the biggest dirt track events that you will ever find in the States. Joining me in the booth tonight, though, we got a very special guest, Mr. Justin Walbring. If you've been paying attention the last couple of seasons, Mr. Walbring here, he runs these rookie mini stocks. Last season, he did pretty solidly. Now he's joining me in the booth on a little bit of a different side. Justin, how's it going?
Oh, it's not going too bad. Just thought I'd jump up in the booth with you for the Eldora race this tonight because, well, I mean, I need some practice for your iRace for the Kids race March 30th.
Absolutely. And like you said there, you're joining me in the booth for that one as well. Call that race. If you guys are into iRacing or know someone who is, we are putting on a charity race. Well, I am putting on a charity race for the Saskatoon Jim Parsons Children's Hospital. Be a 200-lap feature at North Wilkesboro in super late model cars. $25 Canadian entry fee, but the winner, if you happen to come in number 1 in that feature race, you are walking away with $500 Canadian.
That's one heck of a prize for the winner of that race. And also, if you're the fastest qualifier, you get a free wrap from Misfit Creations.
Absolutely, and there's also about $1,200 in prizes to be won in that one event alone. So if you or somebody you know are into racing on iRacing and want to join and support a good cause, 100% of those driver entry fees will go directly to helping kids in need across Western Canada.
Such a great cause, and it gets us together to have some fun.
Absolutely. But we are getting through this practice session here. Just a little over 3 minutes left. Hunter Wellman on top of the board right now. 18.59. Daniel Northcutt, the closest one to him, with an 18.76. But ladies and gentlemen, why don't we take a quick moment here and go through our national anthems.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming,
whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight
o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming,
and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Going into the first of our heat races now. Going to be some tight racing by the looks of our practice session there. Couple of tenths between the top 5. But why don't we take
It's definitely going to be a close race tonight. Well, except for Hunter Wellman. I think he's going to walk out in front of everybody like normal.
Well, Hunter's got the catbird seat here in heat race number 1, which will determine the starting lineup for the inside row of our feature. Hunter on pole with Dean Qualley on his outside in row 1. Row 2 in this first heat race will be Daniel Northcutt on the inside with Mick Olafson. Now, if you were watching last weekend, that 21 car of Mick Olafson, he did what seemed to be impossible this season and took Hunter Wellman off of that top stall on the podium. First time this season anyone's been able to do that. And Hunter running a little bit of a special paint scheme in commemoration of that.
Yeah, it's he's the big bad bounty hunter, it seems.
Yeah, a couple of us
giving Hunter a little razzing.
Absolutely. You know, I put $20 down there to the first person to take Hunter off that top podium spot there. Mick Olafson managed to do that, made himself $20 richer, and on the back bumper it says $20 is $20.
Which can be used for a lot of things in life.
But the pace truck is about to pull off, and we are going to go for 8 laps of heat race action.
Who do you got in this heat?
It's going to be hard to go against that 64 car, but Mick Olafson, who's in trouble early, getting into Daniel Northcutt, getting a little sideways.
Like there's some mixed cues there.
But Qualley's not looking like he is going to let Hunter take that win very easily. Side by side coming out of turn 4.
And you know, Dean's really not known for his dirt racing. He's still fairly new to it and still getting used to it. He's a little better on the asphalt side of things, but he's adapted to this dirt game a little quickly.
Absolutely, and Dean, he's definitely going to be one to watch tonight at Five Flags. He's so far the winningest driver in that series on the asphalt side of things.
Definitely, fun chasing him around that track, though. I've always loved racing with Dean.
Yeah, he is a fairly clean driver, but he knows how to drive hard, and he's one of the best tire savers in the league.
Hands down. He has such a great concept of, saving tires and pit strategy.
But right now, he was not able to contend with that 64 car. Hunter Wellman still on point. Hunter way on that outside wall. Dean trying to wrap the inside there. Hunter getting a little greedy on that wall that time, though.
I don't think it held him up too much, though.
No, Dean was able to close that gap just a little bit. Now he's side by side down on that very bottom, but Hunter's going to have to run off the corner and maintain that lead.
Yeah, it just seems like he's getting a better run off that top, and Dean's really not pulling too much on the bottom side.
True enough, Eldora is a track where you can make both the top and the bottom work. It's just a matter of finding where that grip is in the track at that particular moment. You see Dean now trying to follow that 64 around, see if there's something Hunter knows that he didn't figure out yet. 2 laps to go, coming to 1 to go. Dean trying one more time on that bottom, able to get the nose out just ahead just a little bit, but Hunter crossed the line first that time across.
It's definitely going to be a close race to the line.
Dean has one more chance here in 3 and 4, dives it to the inside. Hunter's going to have that momentum though, I think, coming off of turn 4. A little bit of door banging across the line.
At the end.
Hunter keeps the lead though, wins heat race number 1. Dean Qualley goes across the line sideways. Mick Olafson.
Great race between Dean and Hunter there.
Absolutely. Mick Olafson, Daniel Northcutt bringing up 3rd and 4th. But now we'll get ready for heat race number 2. This one's only going to be a 3-car run. Kyle Thayer on pole with Austin Strang in 2nd place. That'll be your front row. Ray Andrews bringing up car number 3 there, running the 13 car. Now, I do believe he is sitting just off to your side there right now, Justin. You might want to give him a little bit of encouragement.
Oh, he knows I'm rooting for him. Same with Kyle Thayer and Austin Strang. They're all great drivers. Really proud of what Kyle's done from his first days in this league till now. He's improved so much.
Absolutely. Dirt does still seem to be a little bit elusive to Kyle, but he is definitely a very strong driver on the asphalt side. But this should be a very competitive heat race between the three of these cars. These guys all fairly similar in lap times, if I do remember correctly from practice, so...
I think it's just going to be who gets out to that lead first is who's going to take this one home.
Well, getting ahead early is definitely an advantage. Right now, that advantage will be in Kyle Thayer's hand. Austin Strang could take advantage of that run on the outside as we go green flag racing. See Thayer get to a little bit of a lead there, but you should see that outside come strong for Austin Strang. Indeed, they're side by side down the back straightaway.
Yeah, that run you can get off the top down the front straight is a pretty big advantage.
Strang holding on for the first lap that time across the line. Or sorry, that was Thayer across the line first, not Strang. But Strang's out ahead now. Andrew's right behind Thayer, trying to take advantage and make up second place.
Yeah, he's definitely giving him a run for his money.
Single file down through 3 and 4 right now. Austin Strang out to the lead. Has about 3/10 of a second, 4/10 back to Thayer. Thayer, I think, got a little bit of the wall that time down the back straightaway, allowed Andrews to kind of catch back up to him, but we see Andrews in the wall coming off of 2. These boys using every inch of track that they can get on that outside line. Don't want to hit.
Yeah, it seems like that outside line's kind of came in since practice.
Yeah, you just definitely don't want to get into the wall as we see Strang get into the wall, giving that lead back to Thayer.
Hopefully he can recollect himself and get back up there in that lead.
Well, 3 laps remaining. Strang to the inside, Thayer on the outside, catching that wall, going to let Strang get ahead. No! Strang loses too much momentum holding that car down low. Still side by side for the lead as they come to 2 laps to go.
What a race for this first position.
And they are still side by side down the back straightaway. Advantage to Thayer in that 89 car. Austin Strang down in that bottom, holding strong though. Finding a little bit of grip down there as we come white flag one more time around this track. Thayer finally able to clear that 33 coming off of turn 2 for the last time.
Looks like Kyle Thayer's going to pick up heat race number 2.
And he does. Austin Strang making one last ditch attempt to 3 and 4, not able to get alongside. Has to settle for second place where A. Andrews bringing up the back of this pack.
I do believe that's his first heat win this season.
You know what? It very well could be. But now we got 3 minutes remaining for a little bit of a warm-up session before we go into our, I believe it's a 40-lap feature race tonight.
Unc just turned over to me here and told me that top's pretty treacherous.
Well, judging by how many times that we've seen cars in the wall running that outside line, just in our 2 heat races alone, I'm going to guess that that's definitely not out of the way.
Sometimes the hard way is the fast way, and it definitely been proven that the top is the hard way.
as we got cars on the track for our warm-up session. One last practice session. We're following along the 77 of Daniel Northcutt right now, currently sitting 4th fastest.
If you didn't notice, he's running a new wrap this week.
Would that be one of your creations?
That definitely would be it. It's a matching wrap to match a stock car, or as a street stock.
Well, it definitely looks sharp out there on track as he runs around. I believe that is Ray Andrews he is going around right now, and it definitely is. But yeah, again, if any of you viewers are iRacers, Mr. Walbring in the booth right now, Justin there, he is a rapper and painter of cars on iRacing, Misfit Creations. I just hired him today to do a scheme for me, maybe a couple. And I can't wait to see how this turns out. I can't wait to see what you come up with.
Check in at the end of the ARCA season and you'll find out.
You betcha. I hope to have that race for our final race on March 31st in the ARCA series on Monday nights. But don't look at the leaderboard right now, Justin, there. We have a new fast lap. Mick Olafson faster than Hunter Wellman by 1/100th of a second. Mick Olafson with an 18.96. Hunter Wellman 18.97. I mean,
Mick is never one to count out. He's always surprised me in situations where he didn't think he was going to be there.
Well, and I made the comment to him in our post-race interview last season that this was about the point in Season 5 when all of a sudden that 21 car just seemed to be unstoppable. Went on and won last week. Maybe he's continuing that trend.
He's definitely been strong in the back half of the season.
But now we are done with our warm-up session. Why don't we get the command to start engines before we go into our 40-lap feature race?
Remember what I told all my drivers? Reach up there and pull those belts tight one more time. Drivers, start your engines!
Alrighty. 7 cars on the grid as that pace truck pulls off to take them for the first of the 2 warm-up laps. Let's take a look at our starting lineup. Hunter Wellman on pole position with Kyle Thayer outside of row 1. Dean Qualley, the lone Canadian in the field in that 17 Ford Mustang, starting inside of row 2. Austin Strang in that 3030 car outside of him. Then you got Mick Olafson, last week's winner, a little bit deeper in the field, and he probably wants to be starting in 5th position inside of row 3 with Ray Andrews starting outside of him. Bringing up the back of this pack, though, Daniel Northcutt. Definitely not someone you want to count out, even though he's starting dead last.
He can definitely be the wild card of the group.
Northcutt is definitely a bit of a wheelman. He has kind of surprised us before, but I don't think he's managed to get a win yet in the rookie mini stocks. I don't know if he was. I can't remember if he was with us last season or not.
No, this is his first season with us.
As the pace truck pulls off, green flag in the air, Hunter Wellman on that throttle. 3 wide, 4 to the lead. Mick Olafson makes, Olafson makes a move to that inside there. Tried to make it 3 wide, thought better of it. Wellman and Thayer still side by side. Olafson committed, wrapping that inside row. Looks like Thayer
showing a strong running tonight.
So far, but he is under pressure from that bounty hunter on his bottom side. But once again, 3 wide for the lead. I think Hunter got a little bit of the wall, and Mick makes contact with Thayer. Put that 21 to the front. But Wellman not looking to give up just yet. Still a three-way battle for the
Well,
lead here. Mick Olafson going to be across that line just a little bit ahead that time, though. Out of these two front runners right now, Justin, who's your money on?
I'm going with the wild card of Kyle Thayer, actually. I see him picking up his first feature win tonight.
Well, this might definitely help. Contact between the 64 and 21, both going around. Caution flag will come out. But that does give that 89 car the lead for the moment being.
Kyle is the newest member of Misfits of Motorsports. We just added him in the beginning of this season. Really seeing him putting on a strong running tonight.
Absolutely. I've made the comment several times already this season that we may as well just take that rookie moniker off of this series, and we will be next season, because these guys, A, they're not really rookies anymore, and B, they definitely don't drive like rookies.
Most definitely not. I mean, the whole premise of the rookie series was to get some of these guys that have been running with us a little bit more racecraft, learn a little bit, and they've definitely learned. Everybody's been fantastic on the track.
Oh, absolutely. And they've been putting on some of the best racing in the Rusty Misfits Racing League so far this season. Lots of hard side-by-side action. Doesn't really matter where you look at in the field. Should be getting the 1 to green by the looks of it here this time across the line, as we see the cars starting to double file up. And one fellow we haven't talked too much about this feature race here is that 17 car, currently running 6. Kind of fallen back a little bit off his starting position, showing 3 places down.
Very surprising. I didn't see him moving that far back that quick.
No, we were focused on the battle up front. We didn't see if he got into anyone, but we are back green flag racing. Austin Strang with a good start that time. Jumps out to the lead. Mick Olafson from starting near the back of the pack after that incident with Wellman, already back up to 3rd.
Thayer kind of choosing to run a middle line.
Well, it's working for him. He is now a couple of car lengths out to that lead there.
He just moved up to the top. I think he knows what I think he's got a good game plan.
Absolutely there. Mick seems to be either has those restarts timed perfectly, as we see a little contact between Northcutt and I believe that was Austin Strang. Both of those guys, that might have been Andrews actually. Both of those two cars falling towards the back of the pack. Hunter Wellman in a bit of a hornet's nest at the moment. Austin Strang ahead of him. Dean Qualley below him. Dean getting the better of that for the moment. Now alongside Austin Strang, trying to take 3rd place away. But at the front, Mick Olafson, he's there. He is battling Kyle Thayer for the lead.
It doesn't look like he has enough to get by him, though.
Well, Mick seems to be very committed to that lower line. And it is good on entry, but it just doesn't seem to have the momentum you need for the exit. And these cars, you need that momentum. These cars just do not have the horsepower to... As we got contact in the back.
Oh, we got... Looks like it's between Dean and Hunter Wellman.
No caution yet. They get the cars pointed straight back. Hunter, from being one of the guys you just dared not bet against, he is not having a good race here today.
Yeah, it seems like he stumbled into some bad luck.
Still at the front, Mick Olafson, Kyle Thayer still fighting it out there. Thayer still committing to that outside line, and Mick preferring to paint that inside wall.
Yeah, I think he's going to have to change up his game plan because I don't think the inside's going to work for him.
No, and you saw right there that the last couple laps, that gap has opened up between the two of them. And now you see Mick
Yes,
moving
it has.
up.
He's walked out to a decent gap.
And another person we haven't talked too much about tonight is we see him get a little sideways coming off of turn 2. Ray Andrews quietly moving up to 4th place.
He's sneaky like that.
Well, you know what? We haven't talked a lot about Ray, but ever since he won that race there a few weeks ago on the Asphalt Series, he has found some serious speed in that 13 mini stock, especially on the pavement.
It got his confidence up, and he's just been driving a little bit more confident, and you know, he seems to be a little bit more headstrong in the car.
Absolutely. We see he had to give the position up to Daniel Northcutt, who got around him there as we were watching. Got into the wall a little bit. That's going to hurt the momentum.
Looks like Mick has closed that gap on Kyle Thayer.
Mick is definitely running some slightly, well, I say slightly. We're talking oval track racing here, and a couple of tenths is a little more and slightly faster lap times. We'll see what they do across the line here. That time Kyle Thayer had Mick by a 100th of a second. A 19.25 to a 19.26, but still very comparable lap times between our two front runners.
Yeah, we'll just have to see if Kyle makes it easy for him to get around or not. And if I know Kyle, he's going to fight for his life for that first position.
Oh, absolutely. Kyle wants to become the 3rd different winner so far this season. Mick trying to go back-to-back. It just looks like right now you cannot get enough momentum off that lower line to stay alongside.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like they're getting out of the corner as well. Really keeping my fingers crossed here for Kyle. I would really love to see him pick up his first feature win.
Well, and I'm sure Kyle would be over the moon with some of the luck he's had so far this season. He's been catching a lot of contact, getting turned around quite a bit so far this season in both series. A win, like you said with Ray, you know, that just boosts your confidence and makes you drive a little bit more heads up, a little bit better.
Definitely. I remember when I caught my first win at Slinger last season. From there on out, I was locked in. I was ready to go.
Yeah, and right now, like, Kyle Thayer, Mick Olafson is our closest battle. Austin Strang, he's about a second behind Olafson. Daniel Northcutt about another second behind that. Ray Andrews about a half second behind Northcutt. You know, these guys are all just kind of single file and spread out right now.
Yeah, it seems like this field is spread out a little bit. I think we're going to see green flag racing from here to the end, and I think this is probably going to be your finishing order.
Very good chance here. The only one that's got a threat of changing right now is for the lead, but see Thayer's opened that gap back up, now 0.8 of a second.
Good to see him put on a clinic here tonight.
Well, the way the first 6 races of this season went, I wasn't sure we were going to see a second different winner. But tonight, looks like we have a strong chance of seeing our 3rd.
Yeah, we were definitely chasing Hunter all season.
Why don't we hop on board with that 13 or 21 machine as he tries to chase down that leader right now.
We just had a spin out of the 13 car. He was able to get it going straight again, though.
But you see right there just how much ground that Mick makes up on entry of the corner, but then you see that 89.
Oh, Kyle makes a big mistake.
If you didn't see that 89 pull into the wall there, you would have seen him just drive away, but...
I'm thinking Kyle's tires might be a little hot, a little slimy.
Maybe, but we've got a pass for the lead. 21 car now out front. 12 laps remaining in this race.
Kyle getting back underneath him, trying for the crossover.
And this battling between these two as they
Oh,
make
contact.
contact coming off 4. But we can't count that 33 car out just yet either.
I think with the 89 and the 21 battling, that 33 is going to have a stronger chance here.
Absolutely. In fact, now he is looking to take second place away from Thayer. And they keep battling like this. We're going to have 4 cars there. Daniel Northcutt not that far behind these guys.
With 9 laps left, this is going to be one hell of a race.
Right now, Mick just wants to see those 2 cars continue racing side by side. Let him pull out, pull away. And right now, those 2 are obliging. They are fighting tooth and nail for second. I say that as Austin Strang finally clears Thayer. Taking second place away, but look who's there on their back bumper now.
Yeah, we got Daniel knocking on the back door. Looks like Kyle's going to be able to take over that second position again.
Yeah, Strang got loose off of turn 2 there, got right sideways. Managed to get it turned back in the right direction, kept it going, but 89 Kyle Thayer moving back up to second.
Is it going to be a little too late for him to run down Mick, though?
It's hard to say. He was about 2.5 tenths faster last time around than Mick was.
Looks like he might have a run on him.
He is at the bumper, that 21. Mick slowing down. In fact, Kyle Thayer's back out on the point. Just sneaking ahead. 5 laps remaining in this race.
Kyle with a crossover. Wow, what a race.
Back and forth, 4 laps to go. Now we got a 4-way battle for the lead. It could be anyone's race at this moment.
Yeah, one little mistake out of these guys in front, and it could be anybody's race in that top 4.
Thayer's advantage that time to that 89 car as he crossed the line ahead of Mick Olafson, but only just. See Strang getting a little bit of that wall, going to allow Daniel Northcutt up into that final podium position. Coming to 2 laps to go.
If Kyle can keep a steady head, I think he might have this.
Mick diving to that inside line. They're trying to get alongside. Almost worked.
Coming down to the white flag, and Kyle Thayer is going to be your leader.
Thayer has
1 lap to go.
Has the advantage. He's now 4/10 of a second ahead of Mick Olafson. Last time out of turn 2 and down the back straightaway. All Kyle has to do is be clean.
First feature win at Eldora.
Mick with a last-ditch dive bomb. Not going to be enough. Kyle Thayer
takes his first feature win. I'm so proud of you, buddy.
89 across the line first. Mick Olafson, a hard-fought battle. Daniel Northcutt holding on for 3rd place, taking that final podium position. Then we'll have Austin Strang, Hunter Wellman, Ray Andrews, and Dean Qualley, the rest of your line, across the finish line. Congratulations to that 89 machine of Kyle Thayer. Hard-fought battle. Mick was not going to go into the night easily there, was he, Justin?
He was definitely not going to let that go easy. I can't wait to interview this young kid.
He is definitely going to be super excited. It's going to be one heck of a party for that 89 team tonight. And you know what? Maybe that success will bleed over a little bit later on at Five Flags.
Hopefully he gets it done in the asphalt race too. But I'll be out on the track with him, and I'm hoping to pick up my first this season.
Absolutely. You know, we've been watching you a little bit this season. You just have not had the luck that you've wanted. Hopefully tonight's the night you can get that turned around and at least get back on the podium.
Really hoping so.
But from the little bit of talking we did pre-race there, Justin, I do think it does sound like you like Five Flags, and hopefully, hopefully it'll be a good race for you.
We'll see.
But as we wait here for our top three to come into the booth there, you know, exciting race all the way through.
Third place is in the booth if you want to go ahead and pull them on in.
Well, we may as well just go ahead and do that here. Our third place finisher.
Read a book, pussy!
Sorry, I was trying to fix that.
Well, your timing couldn't have been better or worse, depending on how you look at that. Daniel Northcutt with us in the booth after finishing third tonight at Eldora. Daniel, how are you feeling right now?
I don't know how to feel. I definitely didn't see that coming. I kind of feel bad. I think I threw it. Austin I got a run on him, and he got a little loose or hit the wall or something. I tried to throw it up there, and I think he got his ground back. So I kind of feel bad, but it was a racing moment, and I was there, and I gave her all she had.
Well, you most definitely gave it everything there. For a couple of laps there with about a little bit past the halfway mark anyways. You guys were all kind of spread out there, and it looked like it was just going to be a bit of a battle for first and second between Kyle Thayer and Mick Olafson, but all of a sudden, you and Austin were there. What did they make a mistake? Did they battle each other too hard? What happened there that you guys caught up so fast?
I think, honestly, it was a good, hard battle up front. Slowed them down just enough for because, yeah, like you said, I thought it was going to be just them two in single file the rest of the way. Austin started gaining ground. I was still behind him a little ways, and I was like, man, if he got it, I can get it. Took that top groove and just found it and was able to get up there with him, be at the right place at the right time.
Well, you definitely took advantage of them slowing each other down there, and you managed to get around that 33 car. He wasn't quite content to just let you go around. Did that bottom line have anything for you guys up on the top, or did you have to be on that outside lane?
Kind of had to be on that outside lane a little bit. The bottom was touchy. You could get a good run coming out of it, but it just wasn't enough to get the solid pass down.
Absolutely. Well, Daniel, you had a great run tonight. Started a little deeper in the pack there, if I remember right. You were dead last on the pack and came back up, managed a top three. Our biggest mover, actually, on the night here, up 4 positions. So congratulations on that run.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Is there anyone you want to thank as far as sponsors or family and friends that helped you out to make that 77 machine so fast tonight?
Well, you know, I sent it over there to the shop to get it wrapped, and they did an awesome job with it. Want to give a shout out to Mystic, Justin, what was it again?
Misfit Creations, buddy.
Yeah, Misfit Creations, man. They killer on the park on not just this car, but my street stock as well. That's pretty much my only shout out. They got, you know, good deal. First night with it and parked it in podium position, so I'm proud of it.
Well,
Run tonight, Daniel.
Alrighty, y'all have a great night.
You too. Congratulations once again.
Thank you.
Alrighty. Well, that was Daniel Northcutt finishing third, but after winning last week, coming so close again this week, Mick Olafson bringing up second place with that 21 Bounty Hunter machine. Mick, tell us a little bit about that battle there the last 20 laps or so.
Holy cow, dude. I was all over the back of Thayer's bumper for so long. I finally get around him. I get a little bit of a cushion, and I was like, yes, I got it. And then, nope, here he comes, right back on me.
Maybe it's some of them driving tips I hooked him up with.
Oh, I see how it is. But, man, Kyle had something tonight. That 89 machine was fast.
Yeah, you were up
really improved.
You were up about 8 or 6 or 7 tenths of a second there, and all of a sudden he just reeled you in a couple of laps. It was almost like you threw the anchor out there, Mick.
Yeah, he said he found something on that high side, and he just hooked up and reeled me in like in a lap and a half.
Well, we saw all race long, you're about the only driver that committed to painting that inside line. You almost made it work, but I think your biggest advantage this week was the restarts there. Were you just timing them better than everyone else, or do you have a little secret sauce in that gas tank?
I don't know. I started off in second gear, and I don't know if maybe they were starting off in third, but I'd get a heck of a jump, get down to the bottom right away. I'd pass 2-3 cars right away.
Yeah, we definitely noticed that off the initial start. You kind of hopped out ahead of everyone, and then on that one restart there, after you and I believe that was Hunter made contact and went around, you just came from nowhere and were all of a sudden fighting for third.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I do feel bad about what happened between me and Hunter. I got to go back and check that out. I'm not sure if I came up or if we just kind of met in the middle of the track or what happened there.
From what I saw, it looked like it was just some hard racing became a racing incident where you guys made contact and kind of went around.
Oh, but it was so much fun. Racing with these guys tonight was a blast. That track was super racy.
Absolutely.
It really looked like it.
Eldora is one of those tracks where the inside line can work. Maybe not so much with these mini stocks with the lack of horsepower, but with higher horsepower cars that can make up the speed. You can run the inside, you can run that outside. It's definitely a racy little track to be at.
Dean was fast in practice, but it looked like he kind of had a target painted on his back tonight. It sounded like he got hit by everything but the pace truck.
Well, I can go hop in that truck and change that for him if he needs. Alrighty, Mick.
We want him to be perfect.
Absolutely, gotta be perfect. Mick, anyone you want to congratulate for making that 21 car so fast the last couple of weeks?
Oh, for sure. I got to thank the Bounty Hunter crew. Those guys are getting the work done all week long, making sure that thing is ready to race. Got to give a shout out to Dean Qualley for putting a place for us to race. You for broadcasting. These broadcasts are so fun to go back and watch afterwards. And I want to give a huge shout out to Kyle Thayer and that number 89 machine. Class act tonight. Great job, Kyle.
Oh, absolutely. It was some great racing to watch tonight. You got anything else for Mick there, Justin?
Nope, certainly don't.
Alrighty, Mick. Congratulations on second. Good luck a little bit later on at Five Flags.
Thank you very much.
Alrighty. Well, Justin, how excited do you think this boy's going to be when we bring him into the booth?
He doesn't really show excitement, but he's definitely inside excited.
Well, we got our race winner, Kyle Thayer, in that 89 car, holding off a hard charge from that Mick Olafson a couple of times throughout the race. Kyle, how excited are you right now? How happy?
Man, it's really exciting. It's really, I don't know. I can't believe it didn't. I did that.
Well, you definitely were looking great out there tonight. Kept the car pretty well in line most of the night, except for that little touch on the backstretch wall, which let Mick around you. But you look strong all night. Is there any reason to that, or were you looking forward to coming into this race?
No, I didn't practice all week. I just jumped in and ran. I hit the wall and I said I ran out of talent, and then I got on that bottom and I couldn't do nothing.
Well, it went back and forth between you and Mick for the majority of the race here, and there's a little bit there that Mick kind of ran away. He had about a 6/7 of a second lead over you guys, and then it's just like you found an extra gear in that car, and within a lap or two, that lead was gone. What did you find out there?
I think it was like 8 laps to go, and I finally got back to the top side, and I don't know. I just really wanted to win, so.
Well, apparently
I
just
just
wanting
did
it.
I just did what Justin taught me, was just keep it straight and RPMs up. So.
Well, definitely came out to your advantage tonight. You held off a hard charge from a few cars behind you. Brought it home first. And yeah, Justin, you got anything else for him?
Thank you for bringing one home for Team Misfits of Motorsports.
Yes, sir. Yeah. That was awesome. It was a blast.
Well,
My heart's never beat so fast.
we definitely started this season looking like we were going to have one winner the entire way through, but now we've gone 2 weeks with two different winners, Kyle becoming the third different winner this season. Kyle, who do you want to thank for helping making that the 89 car so fast tonight?
Misfits of Motorsports, for sure. Rusty Misfits League, just racing every week is just teaching me a lot.
Well, and I'm sure Justin there for giving a couple of pointers to help you out too.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I kind of snagged up on this kid when he first joined us, and he was really struggling with the dirt street stocks, and I wanted to get him up there with us, and seems like what I taught him stuck.
But I'm 35.
Oh, you're still a kid to me. I'm still older.
I was just going to say, to those older, he could still get away with that, even though it makes us a little unhappy, right?
We've been out here getting beat by a real kid.
Yeah, we're not getting beat by the real kid anymore.
That much is true. We got 3 different winners now this season. Congratulations, Kyle. Good luck later on. I'm assuming we're going to see you at Five Flags.
I'm gonna try it.
Well, good luck with that racing. Once again, congratulations on the win.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks to my family and everything, Justin and everybody. Yep, thank y'all.
Thank you, Kyle. You have a wonderful night.
You as well.
All right.
Well, climb out of the booth here and go get strapped into the car for the next race. I'll talk to you later, Tom.
Absolutely, and good luck. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you.
Well, that will bring us to the end of the first part of our racing action here tonight. We got down and dirty here at Eldora Speedway. 40 laps of hard-fought action at that front of the pack. Could have gone any way of 3 different drivers. Give it even 4 for a little while there. Kyle Thayer coming out on top. We will be returning fairly shortly in about 15 minutes or so from Five Flags Raceway down in sunny California for a 65-lap feature on the pavement. I hope you will join us and see us then.